Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of Therapeutic Thursdays. And today we have with us Divya, and we are going to be talking about how DMT benefits people who have body image issues and self-image issues, which is basically everyone in today's day and age. Let's begin with asking Divya to talk about herself and how DMT has helped her in general and especially in with regards to body image issues. So, Divya, you can start.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for the invite. It feels really nice to be in this forum. Feels very privileged. I feel privileged to be here. And yeah, so, uh, so yes, and you guys are doing an amazing job. It's really very difficult to you know touch each corner of DMT like this. So I do a specific kind of work, but you guys are like giving people a view of every corner of DMT, which is so vast. And thank you so much for doing. And yes, hi, I am Divya. I'm a dance movement therapy facilitator, and I've been doing work with dance and movement for around 2.5 years now. And I mostly work with women, adults, women, neurotypical women. And I'm very passionate about working with women to bring out their rawness, to bring out the authentic self, to tap into femininity, to tap into sexuality, to you know, to to tap into all the wild parts, all the dark parts, while also bringing flow into their, to also witness their flow and everything. And it all starts with the body image. It all starts, the starting point is always there, that how do I like my body? How can I see and accept me as myself? So that's where it starts. And so that's my work from 2.5 years. So it's been a great journey, yes.
Awesome. And looking at all those words, no, wild and raw and natural, and it sounds so good, Divya. And after so many days, I'm seeing your face and talking to you. So I feel like I'm going back to those sessions where we were together and you were doing these sessions for all of us. Right? So what inspired you to do all of this and work with women?
So I think it's how life took me through. So after so I always had a passion for dance from young age. So, but then I was doing the, how usually it goes about, like learn Bharatnatyam and, do choreography, attend competitions and do things. But the problem was for me that I couldn't remember steps, and I couldn't because I had to remember steps. The enjoying part used to always go. It used to always go in the background. So so I used to still love dancing, and it was there. It was nice, and after a while I lost touch with it, and then I again, once I birthed my son. So after that, there is, after there is this, once we get into this motherhood thing, there is this uh, um a part of taking care of the child. There'll be a lot of things that keeps happening, but once the child goes to sleep, there is a lull. There is this, okay, fine, there is a silence. So now what do I do here? And after giving birth, there is so much of thinking into parenthood, that this, etc. And for me, it was mostly about my changing body and how I am viewing my body as such. And just like that, I used to just switch off the lights. I couldn't see myself dance even then. That was the point where I used to switch off all the lights. Anyway, my son is sleeping. Put some song and just move. So that is how it started for me. And then I realized that, okay, this is nice. So I am dancing for something very nice, but I am crying afterwards. So I can't understand what this is all about. So it was then when I danced, then I got a lot of memories of from the childhood, how people have told about my body, how in college, in school, I was always on the, just to name, the fatter side. So many comments about this. The people used to say, "Hey, it open 2 3 doors for her. She cannot enter otherwise." Things like that used to be said to me, and I used to feel so bad, and so I couldn't go out without straightening my hair. I couldn't go out without putting makeup. Like, I just couldn't face myself without putting a mask. Otherwise, I felt that I cannot be acceptable at all. This People don't like this me as me. So all those things started coming up, and then while I was dancing, that is when I didn't know much about DMT. But while I was dancing, I slowly everything started shifting for me. I started seeing things like, okay, this is very nice. Like, I'm putting steps which I didn't know I knew. First of all, people used to tell me that I should never attempt Western dance. I should always stick to classical. Like, my body looks good only in classical dance. So but then when I'm dancing, I'm getting all hip movements, and moving my hips is my favorite thing. So all the hip movements and belly dance steps were never learned. So then I understood that this is more to it. This is not just something I've learned. This is something too in. It's too deep. It's too deep and too connected to a very deeper space, and that is how it started for me. And I started doing mirror work. I would start then little by little. I used to never see it in my mirror. For years, I think for 10 to 15 years, I've not looked in the mirror because I couldn't. Even while dressing up, I will just look at the part I'm dressing. If I'm combing my hair, I'll just show the hair that I'm combing. So that's how it used to be. But then, because of this journey, I saw my body as something that is creating something. So it was like, okay, this is more to it. And there is a song, but my body is creating the steps, and nobody taught me, but I am doing it. So then it became I go where then I started looking at myself as the creator space. And then I started looking at each part of the body. Then I started doing mirror work, and um, then it started progressing to a it was a very nice journey. There was a lot of many overwhelming points, many unacceptable phases, but then it used to always come back. For me, going back to movement was my home. So I used to always go back to movement. That was my ritual. If I do That was my grounding at the end of the day, to tell myself I am doing something great. For me, just dancing, doing one full dance song, one full song is like I'm doing something great. I have done something great. I did it. I made the steps happen. So that's how it started for me. And yeah, I started looking at each part of my body and dancing. So that's how I started accepting each part as it is. And then uh, and in the side, I was doing a lot of work, inner work, on the mind also, like being grateful, gratitude, and connecting to ancestors, connected to so many other things. So for me, because of this physical thing, because of the connection with the body, all those things skyrocketed for me. The healing path just skyrocketed. And then I understood that actually everything starts with the body, because that's what we see, right? So if I can't, if I can't even, this is what I see. And if I can't even accept and see myself with what is tangible to me, what am I doing working on my mind? Because I can't even see my mind. It's all like, it's all there, to something like, it's all the images which we have seen in social media. But this is the start of everything. So for me, then I realized that this is the healing. The healing journey starts from the body. That's the start. And then you can go to we can explore all the other, uh, the soul part, the mind part, and everything. But it all starts with my body. And if I cannot accept, if I cannot see, and appreciate my body in all shapes, forms, and sizes. Uh, in all the everyday thing that I can do, then I don't think I can really. I am not doing anything by working on my mind, sitting and meditating. I don't think I'm achieving anything by I'm just escaping from something if I'm doing that. So that's where it started for me. And I think I took a very long time, but yeah,
I think
so that's where it started for me. And then I started understanding, and then it became a little more about femininity and thinking that, oh my God, I can do so much. And in such a little time, I can accomplish so much. My body is able to do so much. Even when I'm having uh, pain and this thing, I'm able to attend to so many people. And what if I can give that attention to myself? So it's once I started accepting my body, I started accepting my behaviors, then my personality, then the other side of the things that is not nice, the part that I don't want to see also. So it started with the body, but it goes very deep into a place, and it starts making you making me just love myself in all the senses, even the not good part. Okay, I was a liar. I I am able to see, okay, I'm so sorry. It's such a, I feel sorry for that girl, that girl who thought that lying was the only thing she could do. So it starts with the body, but it's always with goes deeper than what we think. If I can accept my body, I'll accept my personality, accept my past, I'll accept my memories, I'll accept the labeled bad things I have done to people, to myself. So everything it all goes goes there, because finally it is about being at peace with everything that's happened, everything is happening, and whatever is going to happen. So it goes like that, and it's not that the journey was like a straight line, but
Hmm.
it goes up and down. There are up and down. There are even times, even today, that I don't want to see myself in the mirror, because it keeps coming back. And but I know it's just for some time. It's just for like maybe for 30 minutes I might not see, but after that I'm back. I'll see myself, and I'll whenever I pass by the mirror, I'll look at my eyes and I'll smile. So this is a ritual that I'll do every time I do this. I will not, I don't shy away anymore. So um, I think that's how it all started for me. And learning DMT after that was was a uh, big support to understand why am I even feeling this. Like it's like there is a
Hmm.
theoretical background to me. There is no support of, okay, fine. So this
Hmm.
is why it is. This is why I feel expanded. This is why I feel like I can accept so many things. And it was it's a great journey, and to host women, and to tell them, to make them realize, not tell them, to make them realize that you can tap into anything, all the sides of you, irrespective of what the society or the system has uh, put a blanket statement and put a perfectionist thing. Irrespective of that, you can grow more, you can think more, and be more. Is it's I feel very grateful to be able to do that.
awesome.
It was so profound, Divya. Everything that you said. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. But one thing that stood out for me was how you said that, yeah, okay, meditation and focusing on your mind, but without accepting body, it's just not possible because we live in a materialistic world, right? So, like you said, we need to accept our bodies, we need to understand our physical, tangible body. But what happens is the society is like never going to be happy with anything that we do. So while we are not supposed to focus on temporary things like our appearance, they will also point out if there is something awry in the appearance. And like just before we got on the call, Deepti and I were discussing discussing precise that thing, that it's become like a societal norm to comment on someone. If I'm meeting someone for the first time, after a hello, it would just be, oh, you've gotten healthier. Oh, what happened to your hair? And if people don't even realize that the power those comments can have on someone who already is probably going through a lot. But what you said and your journey, I feel is just so inspiring for so many, because in the time of social media, we are constantly under criticism, if not by the world, by ourselves. I look chubbier in this photo than the one I posted before. Or, like, even for me, I'll tell you these, when we started the Kinesthetic Journeys page, started seeing more of us on social media, and sometime a YouTube short will pop up. And I would say, oh my God, was that how I was looking throughout the podcast? That was so bad. And it's a very small thing, but it's also a part
Yeah.
of that big, like the whole spectrum, right? So I
Yes.
feel your journey is truly, truly inspiring. How you were actually practicing DMT even before signing up.
Yes.
So this
Yes.
was
Yes.
like just a sort of a validation for you, like, oh, okay, so this is called this. That's all probably you've learned because you're doing already, you know.
Yes, and I think everybody needs to hear Divya's story because all of us
Yep,
need that inspiration, Divya. I hope we
yep.
can reach as many people because I'm sure every child, irrespective of their gender, would have gone through this journey of somebody commenting about how they look or they themselves looking at their own faces or bodies and not liking it, or probably thinking, oh, I can look better, or I can style myself
Hmm.
this way too, please somebody else or please myself. So I think, Divya, this story needs to be heard by everybody. So
Yep,
we wish to take that to as many people as we can.
yep, definitely.
So,
Divya, what do you think? Oh,
go
go
ahead,
ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah.
I think we're going to ask the same question. So, so Divya, because now we are talking more about accepting yourself in terms of DMT and from the mental health therapy space. Were there any like particular activities, particular experientials from the DMT activity basket that we learned that help you, or that you have facilitated and seen that it has helped others who are going through the same problems?
Yes. So, yeah, like you had said, I had already started doing the movement and dance. I mean, using dance as a medium of accepting the body. Um, but when DMT came through, my what I used to do is I use a lot of visualization in my work, and I use the normal film music, movie music in my work. So I try to connect people to different phases of their lives to bring out that essence, and I do it with the lyrics of the song, with the with the music and everything. When DMT came through, it was such a new thing for me that I could use not like I could use just music, just instrumental, and sometimes I don't even
Mhm.
need music. So it was a it when we went through that journey, it was a deeper space for me. So the start was always this dancing to the even just the movie songs and connecting to the lyrics in a personal way was a great thing for me when I started, and it was in itself a healing thing. But when the DMT came and when I could use just the instrumentals, it just went deeper. The journey went deeper, and I integrated that into my work. So my work became a combination of, okay, I will always, the movie music is always a nice thing to step into. It is like a starting because it just, it, it helps in opening up a little easier for the people. And then I started using the instrumentals to bring out the free form thing. No, there is no lyrics for you to fall back on. You don't know this music, you're not familiar with it. Now, this is unfamiliar zone. Now, how do you move? And the lot of activities like, just moving one part. So just moving one part of the body. And I used to tell them to, so look at the movement, like look at your hands move, look at your legs move, look at your hips move, like look at it. Only then you can see how, what, like you can see how nice things it is creating. Like when I just look at my hands move, I'll know that, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that. And that is something very nice I got from the DMT thing. And I also started using the space thing to use space around. So I use that as a tool of expansion for them to bring about this thought to them that, you can occupy space. As women,
Mm.
maybe you're always told you cannot occupy space, but I want to tell you that you can occupy space, and the next 15 minutes you're going to occupy space. Every corner of your room, you're going to dance and move around, and you're going to expand. Every step is going to be an expanded version, like exaggerated version. I would tell them to exaggerate as much as they can and move around. And that is a hit all the time. That is a hit all the time, and there will be people will be in tears. They'll be like, "Oh, okay." I mean, that connection to I can occupy space is something very. It hits them somewhere that, okay, this is nice. So okay, fine, I can occupy space, and that comes from the body movement. It comes from, if I can move my body freely, expanded way and not in a restricted way, then I can actually feel that I can occupy space. I can tell my mind I can occupy space, but I need to feel it. And when
Mm.
this concept hits them all the time, and this was one of it. And so I also do a lot of mirror work with them, looking at the actual mirror and doing it is just a branch out of mirror work we did with people,
Correct.
na?
Yeah.
So I do that because I do online sessions. My space is always online, so I do the actual mirror work with them, and it is a very, it's a huge thing for someone to look at themselves uh, and dance. So that is something I have taken, and lot of the fun bits also from our activity basket, to open up. We did the gestures, showing that just telling a word and how water, what is the water for you, and then connecting and building stories. So it all works very, very nice with the two people to open up about their story. But usually they're not ready to tell, right? They're not ready to tell their story. Maybe I'll move, but I don't think I'm okay to tell
Mm.
things to you. But these activities, that it really brings out that inner child. They're like, okay, fine, fine. Now I'm in a safe space. So now if I'm acting crazy, she's also crazy. The host is also as crazy as me. So now I can actually, do anything I want. So, and then they start opening up and tell things. And then something else I remembered, which I forgot. Uh, okay, I forgot.
That's
There
okay.
are many aspects which
Yeah,
I
sure.
which I use, but it
Yes.
just
Yes. And
it just
Divya,
I think we also,
hmm,
yeah.
go on, go on. Sorry, go
Then
on.
you can, no,
No, what I wanted to
go
ask
on.
you is when you work with all these women and yourself also, do you see a shift in the way they have a relationship with their own self? I'm not just talking about body here, body plus their own internal self, and also the relationship with friends and family, and probably an intimate relationship with even their spouse, right? How does that get affected when they work on themselves?
So I think what happens is, Dipti, with myself also, and even with the people I've worked, they actually come into reality more, which I have seen. So, so usually usually we tend to stay in our thoughts and what could happen. Like, okay, still, like, we keep living in this potential, but you need to live in the reality and see, okay, actually this is what is working out and this is not working out. It is about being coming back to the authenticity to see actually what is really happening. Only then, I can even work on myself or work on a relationship and, see where maybe I need to be better and all those things. So the work, when I see myself in my rawest form, when I see myself creating, when I see and accept my body as it is, this is the shape, this is the size, this is how I am, then I come into reality more and more, and I can actually realize that, okay, I have this potential. So it brings out confidence, right? Now when I'm moving and I'm expanding, it means my confidence is increasing. My confidence in myself is increasing because I'm working with my body. My connection with my body is increasing. And that brings a different level of sensitivity. I become sensitive to my needs. I become
Right.
sensitive to what I want in life. And there are clients who have come back after a month who have told me, Divya, I was actually thinking about starting something like this. But now, see, I have started. They would send the poster and tell I've started this thing. And I'm very grateful for, the journey which I went through with you. And people, very simple things like joining a class. They'd be like, I want to learn something, but I'm so reserved. Like, I feel so not okay. Like, I feel like if I go out there, people will see me. So
Yeah.
I don't want to be seen. And
Right.
and because this journey, it helps them. Then there was one more person who said, Divya, I joined this class. At the end, I joined this class and I'm feeling so happy about it. I'm so grateful. She sent some videos and I was like, oh my God, I was in tears. That, okay, fine. So you don't even know the places it touches, the
Right.
place it touches, that it's so deep for people when they accept, when they receive it. And my sessions are usually like, I take only 15 minutes a day, but I take all the days. So it is a consistent work throughout a month. So you every day you will come and you'll come and show that you love yourself. So it is whatever it is, you love yourself, you hate yourself. It can be even that, but you need to show it. If you don't show it, it's not going to help you in any way. So that touches in many, many ways. The point that improves my relationship with my body, uh, goes to improving relationship with myself. Then I will step into the reality. I will see things that I didn't see before, and sometimes it might put me in a situation where, shit, I didn't want to see it. Like, now what do I do? It puts in, like, it can also put in that spot of, okay, now I'm able to see this thing, and now I want to work on it. And that is when continuous work comes into picture. So I am always there to support them so that they can always come back and tell, I'm at this place. How do I move forward? And so it definitely helps in a lot of ways. And I work with, not in a very deep way, but I do work in touching the feminine aspect, touching the, sexual awareness, and, bringing this thing. I tell them to touch themselves and move, like touch their parts of the body and move, and things like that. And that just helps them in ways, like, I can't even tell.
Yeah.
There have been places where like, I think she was a 45, 48-year-old, and she had this huge emotional breakdown because it brought out something from the past, from her relationship, that was there stuck somewhere, and it just brought out, and she came out of it after that. She had a breakdown. She moved, touching her body. She hit a spot. She cried, and then she was on next day. So she was like, and I feel like I've poured something out of me, and now I'm lighter. I'm now like that is helping me having a better relationship with my son, better relationship with my family. So it is like that. And there are people who have who are going through a separation or a divorce, or people who are going through these phases also. They are more coming to terms with why it happened. What is it now? The point is that sometimes it's not just about having good relationships with people. It is about having realistic relationships with
Right.
people. So having realistic sense, be to be real, right? To be true, to be authentic. So now I can see that this is what is working, this is not working. Now what do I do about it? I can work on it and maybe make it happen, or I will be very clear that this is not going to work out for me, and choose the path which is very scary for me. So it is both have worked. Yeah, both have worked for me, and uh, there are clients who fall in both the buckets, and it is so they I think they come more into reality is what I would always say, that it's
Yeah.
all about not living in this,
Idealistic
I don't know,
world.
imaginary
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, imaginary thing that
Correct, correct, correct.
someday it will happen. Someday, yeah, it's fine. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 1 year later. It's nice to have vision boards, but actually to be
Your
real
body is
and
your
to
real,
work.
yeah, your body is
Yes,
your real vision board, right? I
yes, yes. My
feel,
body is my
yeah,
reality.
I feel Divya, I'm going to sign up for one of your sessions. And I can actually, like, I feel this is a great point to end in just me telling everyone that please join Divya's sessions. We can drop her contact in the link. And because I know from my personal experience, I can be very proper, three bags full kind of a person. But I have participated in an activity which Divya facilitated, and it was awesome. It was like full body movement and hip movements and letting go. And I actually use a lot of those activities with my female groups and female clients. Divya, I just don't want today's session to end, but end it
Same here.
must. And I mean, so, we give snippets of every podcast to put on Instagram, and this is going to be so difficult. I think there need to be two reels because your experience uh, with DMT for yourself and how you're helping others is just incredible. Like there is no other word. Extremely incredible and very commendable. I hope you keep doing the work. I hope you keep getting more clients and we can be help for you. And I
We can
think
become
we
your
need to have
clients.
another call.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, yes, even I
Thank
was
you. Thank
thinking,
you so much.
yeah, even I was thinking the same, Purva. This is really not enough, Divya. Probably a part two of this is
Yeah,
much
yeah,
needed. We'll invite you
yeah,
again.
yeah,
And you have so many stories to
Yes,
share, so many experiences to share. And for me,
yes,
a take back, I think a part of a ritual that we do here is create, what gesture comes to us at this point. And for me, it's a wave because that is what you have been
yeah,
talking, right? Self-esteem is not this way. Or, growth is
no,
not linear, everything goes
no,
up and down. So
yeah.
love is also this way. So it's a wave
yes.
that comes to me today as a gesture to summarize everything. And I open the space to both of you to showcase and tell us what gesture comes to you as we close the session today.
I think for me it
Actually,
is this gesture because I'm just so like I'm in awe right now, Divya, of the work you're doing because we have not really been in touch after the course.
Yes.
And
yes, yes, yes,
I know your work before and during the course, but it is so good to know that you have not restricted the knowledge that you have gained from this and that you have to yourself, but you're actually very actively helping people and the community. So like for me, it is this. And what about you?
Oh my God, I just feel like doing this
Oh,
because I have so many I have goosebumps because my body is giving a gesture right now. So I have goosebumps right now, and I just want to hold myself like this, and I can go on and on with this. I'm it's I can just talk for hours, but even to express myself in the first podcast, and I really feel privileged that okay, fine, wow, I am like a celebrity right now. So it's like that.
Oh, so glad we could make you feel like this on this little
exactly.
channel
Yeah,
of ours, you know.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Means
But
and
I
yeah,
don't
we
care who
do
views,
need
but now I am a celebrity.
no, but we do need a follow-up podcast, and please stay tuned for it. And we will link
Definitely.
Divya's profile in the bio for sure.
yes.
Thank you so much, Divya, for taking our time and joining us. And we'll hope to see you very soon.
Yes,
Yes.
and
Thank you so much, Dipti. Thank you so much,
yeah,
Purva.
and we really hope to hear many more stories, personal and from the groups that you have worked with,
Yes.
and inspire as many people, not just women. You work with women, yes, but many of the other genders also need this kind of work, and probably a lot more. At least women are vocal, but other people are
Yeah,
not as much. So hopefully we reach out and
definitely.
talk to them.